As I was making breakfast today, the penultimate day of the year 2020, it struck me that I need to make a wrap up of this dramatic year. Now, this is kind of an impromptu video rushed in, so I may miss out on mentioning many of the events. What an unbelievable year 2020 has been. None of us could have ever imagined that we could have lived through a global pandemic from the most deadly virus that mankind has ever seen. As abrupt lockdowns were implemented to contain the disease, economy went on a tailspin and we saw the huge humanitarian crisis of the migrant labours. Whereas countries like Vietnam and New Zealand have emerged from lockdown virtually virus-free, New Zealand even headed into Christmas vacation without any restriction. The year is, however, ending on a positive note as vaccines were approved in record time. 2020 saw a record-breaking political engagement, social activism and natural disaster. The Australian bushfire that started in December 2019 showed no sign of slowing down, and by February, an estimated 27 million acres of land had been burned down. Then there were those scary videos of the deadly desert locusts swarming the states of Rajasthan, Punjab, UP, MP and Gujarat. Extremely severe cyclone Amphan left trails of destruction in West Bengal and Odisha. Global warming caused the Antarctica snow to turn green because of increased algae formation. The 12 months did have some good news, but unfortunately it hardly made up for the bad news. Joe Biden wins the US presidency, and at 78 years he became the oldest president to enter office. UK withdrew from the European Union, finalizing Brexit. Death of George Floyd caught on camera saw the resurgence in Black Lives Matter protest in US. I like to believe that we need to be vocal about injustice happening any part of the world, because it essentially is a threat to justice in every part of the world. And how can I not talk about China? It kept throwing its weight across the globe, culprit for the COVID pandemic, launched trade war, initiated clashes and killed 20 Indian soldiers, imposed new national security law on Hong Kong to crush pro-democracy movement. Next, it was also a year of decline in democracy. Belarusian president, also known as the Europe's last dictator, won for the sixth term. He barred several opposition candidates, arrested 17,000 people and they were brutally beaten up. Here at home in India, the fiery protests against the Citizenship Amendment Act reported the killing of at least 53 people. At the moment, we have thousands of farmers protesting at various borders of Delhi against the new farm bills. Moving on to entertainment. TikTok gave us so much laughter before it got banned. For me personally, I got hooked to web series. I have seen them all. Just finished watching Money Heist. The picturization of Nairobi's death was phenomenal. Mirzapur, Kalin Bhaiya, waiting for you to watch in season 3. Queen's Gambit. I got inspired after watching it and brought this new chess set. Then there was Patal Lok, The Family Man, The Outsider, Dark, Carnival Row, The Morning Show, Big Little Lies, etc. etc. In some small ways, I'm hoping that our YouTube channel Jessie on Globe made some difference to your lives this year during lockdown through our stories. And I want to thank all the participants of the different shows on our channel. We have Tanaya, Naren Chirmule, Hemant Reddy, Satinder, Tasneem, Ravi Das Gupta, Amit Chandel, Prakash Kharate, Vikrant Dalvi, Tarun Sharma, Vishal Kapoor, Vinaya, Matthew, Pallavi Arora, Raksha Sushil, Vaishali Rao, Chandrakala, Baljinder, Nilambri, Pankaj Daga, Ravindra Patil, Sarika Deodhar, Swati Yadi, Sachin Purohit and Richa Sharma. And thank you to all my beloved viewers too. In the coming year, let's stay connected and be inspired. God bless you all. Keep watching our channel. Until then, it's a goodbye.